Good morning. Thanks for coming in again. It's beautiful, bright days in sunshine in Tahosa Valley. Thank you for coming and thank you for tuning online as usual. This morning I want to share with everybody the chapter 33 in Tao Te Ching. Chapter 33 in Tao Te Ching. It says this: knowing the others is the wisdom. Yes, sure. But knowing the self is requires what? It's a enlightenment. Knowing the self is enlightenment. Master the others require the force. Master the self need the strength. So he who knows he has enough is very rich. Perseverance is a sign of willpower. Okay? He who knows, he who stays where he is endures. To die but not to perish is to be eternally present. So sounds good. It's very philosophical. It took me 10 minutes to memorize the English. So it's in my head picture Chinese. That's why I translated. Okay, let's see what this Lao Tzu saying. Okay, it says knowing the others is what? Wisdom. See, when we look back to everybody's life, we are learning a lot of intelligence. We learn about the society. We learn about nature. We learn about ourselves. More, we learn about a lot of intelligence, how to take things in control, how to be better, stronger, rich, in better statues, better wealth, better values. That's in our life we do. We study. Why we study? Hopefully we can get a better job, right? Well, we get to know people. We social with make friends. Okay, so all our life is acquiring intelligence. And that intelligence is what? All the intelligence we learn is to know about others. To know the world, to know society, to know people that who encounter with us. So to knowing other is from the what? Intelligence to the wisdom. In the very beginning, knowing the world, knowing others, is intelligent. But intelligence is to see how much you know about things, how intellectual you are, how much you study, right? What quality of your study. And those, the maximum you can say, he or she is smart. But smart to a wisdom requires what? Experience. So let's say you think you take advantage of 1 and 2 and the 3. When you try to take advantage of third person, you might not so lucky. And then next time you learn, it's better don't take advantage of others. Right? And you walk, you fall down the sinkhole, then the third time you know I better what? Go around it. And that's what? That's become an experience. And an experience in our life, knowing what kind of friends that we make with, that we avoid disaster in social. Right? We learn how to manage our wealth before we became penniless at night and when we old. Right? And we learn how to what? To learn how to lower our stature, come down to the earth, so we have many more friends before we push everybody away. Because the more you try to control others, the more you lose control. And people always think life should be in control. I am the best. I'm the most powerful thing. But in the end, we always turn out what? We lose everything. Well, by learning all of this, and we got what? We hit the wall so many times, we know don't break our nose again. Right? So we know, okay, there is a wall, don't hit it. So that means what? Wisdom comes from the what? Intelligence plus experience. And so that's why, therefore, the first sentence saying, knowing the what? Others is wisdom. And the wisdom does require us to work on our material journey in our life, learns a lot of experience, learn to how to work better in our material journey. And so we can acquire something we call wisdom. And see that from young to the middle age, we all are running, learn, try to be smart. Right? So when we're elder, hopefully, we no longer need to be smart. And when we're older, hopefully we learn how to be wiser. How to be wiser. So we don't have to fight with the younger people. I'm more important, I'm wiser than you. So in our Chinese language have saying, the mileage of the bridge that I cross is longer than you walk in your life. On your mileage. That's elder people saying. I cross over more mileage of the bridge. That means I'm very wiser, right? I'm very wise. Hopefully the real wise people, they are the one who really shows as a fool. And Chinese always say, the wiser man show as a fool. So because they don't need to fight for statue no more. They don't need to make sure everybody knows that he or she is smarter or higher stature or accomplish more. Right? But in our life, there's so many of us want to get validation. We want people to validate how smart we are, how successful we are, right? How happy we are, how powerful we are. So that's what we do. In order to get those validation, we spend almost all the youth and all the middle age try to swing our fist. That's why I call master the other needs what? Force. We use the force to make our people believe that I am more powerful, so bow to me. I am so successful, so now tell me I'm good. Right? So by this doing that, the opposite sentence will allow us to say, this is not a wise man. In fact, this is a really stupid man. Right? So in order to get validation that you are wise, so now you need a strength. Strength means what? You make enemy. Not only make enemy with everyone around you, but you also make enemy of yourself. Because what? You lost your own conscience. You lost your own spirituality. You lost what true value in your life. What do you want in your life? By swinging the what? The fist. Swinging the sword. And what do we get in the end? Bleeding. We don't even have time, had the chance even to lift our womb. Right? Just like the Lion King, run on the meadow and chasing that and fighting that. And in the end, his womb all over, bleeding all over. Before you try to sit down to lift your womb, you're already too late. That's why Lao Tzu says what? That is called stupid, not called wise, not called wisdom. So his words always two sides to see, to look at that, right? Master the others, require the force. But master the self. That is what? Truly what? Enlightenment. Knowing yourself is enlightenment. Master yourself requires strength. Why is that? How many of us able, willing to walk away from all the temptation in front of you? Right? All our life want to be smart, powerful, rich, higher stature. When it's, I just give me one more day, I'm almost there. Right? One more mile, I am arriving to be the king. One we always say that. We always say in our life. And so that we lose the opportunity, spend time with our children, with our spouse. We lose the time, even forgot about how to be child innocent no more. Right? Remember when we childhood, we can run all over the forest and we pretend we can speak to the birds, speak to the tree. We don't do that no more, isn't it? I remember when a little child, we play in the mud, try to catch a little eel and fish. And we got mud all over the body, we laugh at it. It's so fun. Now it's like, oh, I can't do that. Or I say, I don't have time to do that. Right? Because what? One more mile, I'm going to be successful. Wait, everybody can wait. Right? That's how we do that, right? That's why we say what? To walk away from the temptation from our material life. To those what? Temptation from the evil is very hard for people to walk away. And that, I say what? Knowing yourself is enlightenment. Master yourself requires what? Strength. Knowing yourself is enlightenment. What's called enlightenment? Meaning Taoism, Buddhism can say that. Buddhism say 放下屠刀立地成佛 is what? Put down the what? The sword of the slaughter, that you become an instant Buddha. Nice. And Taoism say what? 明心见性. In Buddhism say 明心见性 also say to brighten your heart to see essential nature. Taoism say what? Look internal to see the inner internal breakthrough when you seize your having conversation with your inner spirit. Mean what? 无为而无不为 in Chinese mean do nothing and leave nothing undone. Right? For that, it's very hard for people to say, do nothing? It's only 1 mile away. It's hard to give up. Right? Give up because Taoism always say to detach. Walk away. To preserve your spirit, preserving quality of happiness and joys. Rather than what? Chasing after all the desire, greed, ego. Okay, we're chasing all the illusion in our life. Yet it can be very important. Money, family, husband, wife, and children, right? Those are all important. But in our Taoism, do not say you shouldn't need that. We say to you is you're going to need all of them, even more, even better quality, but just not breaking your nose and not breaking your neck. Why is that? To do nothing in order to do what? Everything. So we learn what? Learn how to disengage from the 1 mile long. Okay? I can take a break and detour, go to the beach, spend time with my family, right? I can have a party with my friends, have a tea break, right? And we can sit down with some very good friends and go hiking and, or chatting and spend some time with them. Learn what? Yes, maybe the gold mountain is 1 arm reach away. But you know what? If that gold mountain is supposed to be yours, it never runs away. Why not go take a time? Right? Before you break yourself, maybe half arm away, you're already dead. Well, history proves what? Many of people like that. Okay, in worldwide, many people 40 to 50 to 60 die. They already almost become billionaire. But they all die at 50, 40 something in a heart attack. Heart attack, stroke. Is it worth it? They spend countless nights not sleep. Countless nights work in their office, never go home. Never able to find time to be with their family. And in the end, yes, they almost acquire the whole mountains of gold. But in the end, they still become one string of smoke. Like everybody else, the same. That's why I say what? To walk away, to detach from the present. From those all the material present. It requires such a strength. Such a strength for you what? To walk away. Not only materially, spiritual, emotionally, also is very, very challenging. So many people can sucking into certain emotions, unable to walk away. Just say, I am in the spider's web, and struggle, try to run away from the spider. I am in the whirlpool of the ocean, try to struggle and rescue myself, but I felt like the more I fight, the more I get tangling. The more I fight, the more I lose my strength. Then I start to feel panic and fear, feel like I am losing my life. I am going to die, right? And that the spiders come to eat me now, right? It happened. It felt that way. Why is that? The more struggle, the more you lose your strength. Okay? The more you lose your strength, the less ability to stay calm. So you lose a judgment. You lose a sense of direction. You lose a sense of well-being as a whole is to be one with the whirlpool. So that way, in the end, after you struggle, lose all your strength, you'll be on the stomach of the big fish. Right? It's for sure you're dead. Because the more you fight, the more you lose. Okay? It's true, right? The more you struggle with the illusional fear and emotional power, the more you possessed by the power of emotion and the power of fear. Okay? You see, the fear is up to you to control. It's like a measurement of a heater. We want 75, 85 degrees, we slice up. We want a 50, we slice down. Right? Or we can control just one touch, shutting off. Right? So it's controlled by us. Fear is self-manifesting. Because the name is beginning of 10,000 things. And name is supposed to be the beginning of the universe. Once we approach that illusional emotional power, we name it fear. The more we name it, the fear is upscaled. It becomes higher and higher and power and more powerful. The more you seize it, the more you think about it, it's more powerful. Then you feel like you lose complete control. Because you in the beginning try to control yourself, now you lose completely control of your own emotional and your physical life in the end. Okay? That's why I say to master yourself requires such a strength. Why don't you take the wisdom to master yourself? Why don't you learn all the intelligent technique to master yourself? Why we spend almost whole life to learn intelligence, try to control others, right? Try to master others, try to control others, try to push somebody else down so I can get up or I can get recognized. So those is not a true wisdom. Those is Those is the one who lose the direction. Okay, that's why I also say, he who knows where he stay is endured. Stay is endured, right? Then most people do not know that. And also say, he who knows he has enough is very rich. You see, how many of us truly knows that we have enough? No. We continue fight to possess more. Try to hoping we gain more. Because success only 1 mile away. Why not gain more? Why not, right? Why not? It's almost there. So I'll do all my best, even crawl there, I will. So when we really crawl there, we found out we're dead. We don't even get to enjoy the goal. You see what I mean? So you don't know enough, it's enough. You find out to be very poor. It's not rich. Okay? Those know you have enough, it's enough. It's a true happiness. It's truly a rich man and rich woman. Okay? It's rich cannot be only measured by the quantity of money. Okay? Rich really count is by the quality of joy and happiness plus some money. Right? Until one day you walk in the temple, you don't need the money. You go to mountain, of course, you can eat chi, then you don't need it. And then you don't need the money no more, right? But you still need money to buy your uniform unless you want to go back to the first civilization, right? So enough is enough. As long as you know enough is enough, you are a truly rich man. So that's why Taoists talk about 返璞归真, return to the simplicity, to live with your true nature. Okay, what is our true nature? He who knows where he stays is endured. So now, let me ask you this. How many of us lost direction already? How many of you lost the sight? How many of you truly knows the purpose of living in this journey? How many of you truly know what directions of where you're going, what destination you go, how far your distance still there? Okay? Do we really know it? Do you really know the purpose of this reincarnation? Do we truly know that our brain only functions less than 2%? Where is the other 90% sitting on your brain? Why can't you learn to go internally from become simple? So you have opportunity to master yourself by turn all the senses inward, to look inside, to develop the other 98% of it. How's that? If we can develop few percent more, you're almost going to be Einstein. Right? And we see we are using less 2% of our power to try to chasing 100% of material. So 1% to 2% is draining until you're dead. That's why we lose our sense of direction, lost a sense of our spirituality, lost a sense of value, our value in this life. To come back reincarnated to our life is what we wait for more than 300 years in the Taoism's reincarnation concept. Each human waits more than 300 years when we come back here. When we come back here, we have one thing in our head. Because before you lose all your memory, come back, you have no memory of your past. But before we have memory, we know everything I did was so stupid. Oh, in my past life, everything I done was so worthless. It's so stupid. So I swear to the God that when I go back next life, starting from zero, no longer fight for the material. I'm going to love my wife and husband just like a saint. Well, as soon as we come to this life, we lost everything that we promised ourselves and the God. Alright? So we start chasing the what? Intelligence again, chasing all the material again. In the end, we lost completely. And then it's like recycle again and again. 98% was the wisdom you know before you came. And the 98% being locked into the brain. Okay? And this 98% can only be unlocked by the true wisdom of the human. And that wisdom requires us to detach from all the possession of material life. When you let go, detach, when you learn how to master ourselves, okay, when we really learn how to look internally, and when we continue to remember our journey direction and not lose our belonging, forgot about where we travel to, then we have a sense called do nothing already. Then we call do nothing, leave nothing undone. So we can turn around, use our wisdom that we acquire to unlock the 98%. Okay, once the 98% unlock it, then the last sentence say, to die but not to perish is to be eternally present. Is that cool? That's what Lao Tzu say, to die but not to perish. To die, what can we die for? We die our ego. Understand? We die our possession, material possession. To die all the fear, all the emotions, we letting go. To die all the what? The sickness from every way, letting it go. When we all to die, then what? Our spirit will never perish. When the material energy metaphors die, the metaphors of spirit will come alive. Is to be eternally present. You understand? So in Lao Tzu, in this chapter 33, is such a beautiful, give you a passion with beautiful fire. Okay? It's a beautiful fire passionately remind us not to forget what promise we have made to our ancestor, to ourselves, to the God, that we come into this life is no longer to walk on the same path again. Okay, the same path we have done for 50 times in the past, we're not going to walk it again. We want to find a new way, new pathway, start a good quality of journey, not to need what? No need of intelligence try to what? To know others. No need of force try to master others. We are going to need what? The strength, a true force, master ourselves. We're going to need the wisdom to help us to restrain, to detach, eventually to detach us from attachment to material world, and that way we become a very rich man. Okay, we're not a poor, but we're a very rich human being. When we can do that, then we let go of this and we take that. So we let go of all the material thing and we enrich the what? And upgrade our spirituality. Then we can die and our spirit will be eternally present. In Lao Tzu here say, not only eternal present, in our Taoism, eternal present mean we no longer get into reincarnation one more time. That means we are able to unlock 98% of power, become 100% a true intelligence, true wisdom, that we are able to look internally, unlock the power from all our ancestors. Then we'll find a portal. Okay? A portal from the open and closed. Find the portal, enter the immortality, so we can leave everything outside the door to die, and leave everything walking to the door, eternally present. And this is what Lao Tzu in chapter 33 meant. Thank you very much for coming in, and thank you all for tuning to our online.